Good morning, team. Today is March 8th, looking at the overall economical calendar. This is basically key information that's coming out today. Main information that we need to stay focused on is Powell speaking at 10 a.m. Whatever he says can overall affect the overall market, so make sure you guys are cautious with that. Jumping into the charts, these are going to be the top three stocks we're watching today. Number one, NVIDIA. NVIDIA, basically, this is the 20-day 1 hour. NVIDIA basically double topped around this 242 zone, came down, found some type of support around 231. NVIDIA needs to get above 235, which was a previous support zone. Previous support becomes previous resistance. So we need to make sure we get above that. So we could basically start pushing up back towards those 240 zones. To the downside, she does have the 1 year EMA line sitting around 230, and then she has the 20-day SMA right here. So to the downside, I think below 229.30, then we could start filling up this gap towards this 223 on the video. Next stock we're going to talk about is Tesla. So Tesla, looking at the 20-day, 20 days oversold, MACD has crossed down. We basically took a nice fall with Powell yesterday, and even before Powell, Tesla was in basically some headwinds with the overall 1 year, where it's sitting right above or sitting right below the 1 year SMA over here. You guys can see it went from 101 to basically 219, 220, found resistance. The SMA can act as resistance when the stock is below it, support when the stock is above it. So right now it acted as resistance. Tesla started to pull back. MACD is crossed down on the 1 year. RSI has more opportunity for downside. Looking at the 180-day, Tesla needs to break below 180 and 50 cents before it could go to 173. 180 and 50 cents is the 180-day SMA, which 180 and 50 cents was previous resistance before in the past in January. So make sure you guys watch out for that. Watch out for that break from 180 and 50 cents down towards 173, maybe even lower. RSI is more on the oversold side. Like I said, when we are basically above this SMA, it can act as support. So watch out for a bounce for 188 up towards that 197 and maybe even higher on Tesla. So watch out for that one. Next, and probably the one that you guys are going to watch the most today, is going to be SPY. So SPY is going to move very erratic, especially when Powell starts to speak. But overall, let's look at the 1 year again. A lot of things have changed from yesterday. 1 year, we are still bearish, meaning we are still trading below this 1 year EMA. MACD is crossed down still. If I zoom out, you probably see it a lot better. See, MACD is still crossed down. We're trading below the orange line right now. So definitely want to see what's going to overall happen. SPY has been trapped in a range, even though what happened yesterday. SPY needs to break below 392 before it becomes fully bearish. So let's see what happens. Are we going to hit 392 today? Or are we going to break it? Or are we going to continue? Or are we going to try to make a bounce from here? Anything could happen when Powell speaks. So jumping over towards the 180-day. 180-day MACD is crossed down. RSI has opportunity for downside. We have a lot of resistance to the upside, where we have the 1 year EMA at $400.50, and then we have the 180-day EMA at $400. So a lot of resistance. There's even some SMAs on the 20-day over here. So in order for us to come back down, we need to break 397.40 before we could start going to 395 to the upside. Let's jump over towards the 20-day. Even though we are more on the oversold side, MACD is crossed up on the 20-day. I would want to see a break above at least 450 before we could start going to 402. There's a lot of resistance. We have the SMA over here on the 20-day. We have the 180-day EMA, and we have the 1 year EMA. So a lot of resistance levels. But we did take a nice little tumble yesterday from 404 or 405 down towards this 397. And as you guys can see, these are 1 hour candles, and we've been finding some strong support around this 397 level. So wait for this 397 level to be broken before you get bearish. All right, so that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys all have a good trading day. Use a stop loss, use precaution, leave a like on the video. Make sure you guys subscribe. A lot of you guys are watching these videos and not subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.